And I would like to welcome you guys back who are just joining us for yet another crabby-tastic session of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Andrew Maltani, Matt Meschan, David Mansfield, and Proxy Hacks here on the call.
Hey guys.
Now, before we go into a big fiery place, I have to go get an upgrade for the bicycle. Yay. And watch me forget which way the upgrade station's at.
You know what you should do? You should play the Queen, like, bicycle while you're riding Viola one time.
You'd have to... Ooh. Or you'd have to give me, like, one of those karaoke versions that's, like, MIDI that's taken off one of those...
Yeah, because of copyright nonsense.
Yeah.
We can't make jokes anymore.
Yes.
I remember the good old YouTube days when you didn't have all this nonsense with copyright because people didn't make money off of YouTube at the time.
How many views do you have to? I mean, how many views or plays do you have to get to start making serious money? Is it like in the millions or something?
I know you need at least 1,000 subs. I don't know if the number changed. Whatever, it's...
And just as an FYI for those of you wondering about bonus coverage later tonight, I've already done Starlink Battle for Atlas last time, and I kind of need to keep it a little bit fresh, so as far as other open world games done relatively correctly, I'm going to do Xenoblade Chronicles X as soon as we're done with the player pool. What is this? Oh, heat resistance features. Why not add like other environmental hazards for this hover bike to work with? Say like toxic waste or extreme cold. We got a various suit, yes. What's about the second various suit?
Don't you mean Viola suit? No, but yeah.
I always wondered, what does Samus eat? Is there any lore as far as what she eats?
I'm sure she eats whatever everyone else eats.
She's just a regular human, albeit with a couple of genetic tweaks, but she's still human.
Yeah. I just wonder what people in these
food.
eat. Yeah.
Space
Like
food.
space. Yeah, space or like space beer.
Not to mention, like, also cryo perks where, you know, you don't have to eat as much during cryo sleep.
Oh, I will also say, when she does eventually become part Metroid, which happens in Fusion, yeah, that, I think she gets a lot of her energy from other organisms. And X-parasites as well.
Is this a psychic power?
Yeah.
It's the only unique psychic power she has in this game.
Yeah, it's like, if you're thinking like telekinesis, like the gravity gun from Half-Life 2, I wish.
I don't know how that would work in this game, though.
More throwable objects, for one. Or being able to manipulate enemies by throwing them onto each other.
Yeah, that would have been nice. You do know that you can just use Viola and take this guy out super quick, right?
Yeah, I still just frisbee the shit out of it.
Exactly.
Sometimes I just forget frisbeeing is a thing because it's just, you know, we've done Extreme G like 2 sessions ago, so I'm like, I just wish there were more places where, you know, you could just frisbee the crap out of people, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the enemies are really good at that. We're like, wish you had a chakra launcher, but it's like, we're not on Brio.
Yeah, I'd rather be on Brio than on this planet.
I wouldn't mind, like, more, like, puzzle solving with the bike. Say, like, you know, more multi-tracking boss gimmicks or the like, or, you know, just a cycle track. I know the next major boss is going to have a little bit of that gimmick, but it doesn't feel, like, fully fleshed out.
Yeah. I still stand by having shrines with motorcycle tracks.
Yeah.
Holding it at a certain time, or I could have easily done something like that, but no. Honestly, this bike, it's kind of as I feared when I first saw this thing in the trailer. I was like, okay, well, I don't like this. It seems like it's going the open world route, and it doesn't, I don't know how much the bike is going to be involved in this game, but it turns out it's just a way to traverse this massive desert with next to nothing in it.
Whereas it's like, you know, whenever I play like some urban sandbox games like Saints Row, it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna like using a motorcycle. It helps me just go through stuff a lot faster. But it's like, yeah, I'm not getting the exact same feeling with this.
Saints Row for me, but yeah. You know, I guess you could call this a sandbox.
The literal definition of it.
A very big sandbox, but, you know. So, yeah, it's a sandbox. That's probably what they meant. I bet the Japanese got a little bit confused. Just like, oh, you want a sandbox? Okay, consider it done. And then they just put the desert in the middle. Like, that's not what we meant.
Yeah, and based off what I did on Starlink the last time, well, I don't want to go off-world just yet because there's one more thing I have to do, or at least one more thing I have to show you before I start going to other worlds to, you know, start forging alliances and all that. Well, basically the moon where all the trials show up and all the fun stuff, where I can go pod racing and all of that.
Imagine going pod racing.
Episode 1 racer. Anyone?
Who's your
Like,
favorite
that
driver?
Could have been so nice. Like, imagine racing a oh my goodness! Another way they could have expanded the Viola. They could have had like a space pirate chase scene, and they could have had a whole bunch of pirates on motorcycles. And then Samus would have had to chase them around and stuff.
Like the swoop bike chase when you're trying to get to Luke Skywalker's house. Matt knows. Shadows of the Empire.
Yes, I streamed it.
My goodness, they could have done that, but another freaking missed opportunity to at least make the bike cool. And again, a Weevil. Like, Weevil would have been perfect. If Silex and Weevil teamed up, that would have been amazing.
I think we brought that up in the first episode. I'm like, it's like,
And the second one, but still, it's like, come on.
like you can't pretend Prime Hunters doesn't exist.
I mean, it's kind of hard for them not to, considering that Silex is from Prime Hunters.
I kind of do wonder if anyone ever made the Prime 2 maps or the Prime Hunters maps in another multiplayer format.
Yeah.
Say like an Unreal Tournament or hell, even a Counter-Strike or Half-Life style map.
You know, given the new announcement for the Mario Wonder thing, considering the fact that a lot of it is still like local multiplayer, like a lot of the features that they added, rather than it being online, it kind of makes me feel like if we do get a Prime 2 sequel, like well, not sequel but remaster, then I get the feeling that the multiplayer is going to be local and not online. Then everyone's going to complain. And rightfully so, because that would have been probably one of the dumbest decisions, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it past Nintendo. They've done plenty of that nonsense before. I know that that's probably a big thing that we've been kind of wanting. It's like, yeah, I would love to see a remaster of 2. I hope it happens. And I think it would be really fun to play through. But honestly, if they don't make the multiplayer online, then yeah, that's...
And I wouldn't mind having a few extra maps for remaster.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't hold my breath in regards to that, but at least make it online. You know? Like, have lobbies. Like, have, like, little servers or something that you can enter. Because there's probably going to be, like, what, 4 players for each room?
Yeah.
So, yeah, at least have, like, lobbies that you could enter. Like, maybe set, like, a designated ping, kind of like what they do in Gmod. But no, they're not going to do that. They're just going to make it local, and then everyone's going to get upset because that's what Nintendo does. But sorry, looks like we're going to have to play it on Parsec.
Yeah. Refusing to either get with the times or refusing to modernize in very needed ways.
The problem is they're modernizing it the wrong way. Like, take this game, for example. It's for the modern audience, you know? Except in this case, it's for younger generations that barely learned how to read and write, so everything needs to be spoon-fed to them, and as a result, that's what all of our games are going to become.
Watch
if
them,
they're not already like that.
Watch them try to do Ancient East Vanished, and then they're going to go, it's like, wait a minute. What the hell are we supposed to do with the harmonica and the Rhoda tree fruit and how to get the silver sword? I'm going, well, it's not explicitly told to you, but there's a couple of other pieces you still have to figure out or put together.
I don't mind if there's a little bit of hand-holding, just as long as it's not, like, you know, excessive, like in this game.
Yeah. Or the occasional quest where it's like, okay, well, the nav marker's no help. Time to look up a guide. But it's like, that should be like, just like 10% of the side quests, not like all of them.
Yeah, and again, it's like, with a lot of RPGs, I feel like there's so much cryptic nonsense that you have to do. Even though they kind of say, hey, let's do this, and let's find this guy. But then it's like, okay, I need you to find an artifact. Oh, how do I do that? I don't know. Well, ask around, and then nobody else knows. It's like, but then you got to do this ultra cryptic thing. It's like, how would I have known to have done this?
Or it's like, this isn't a Sierra Entertainment game. It's like, fine, I'll go to LucasArts instead. How about that?
It's not LJN. Or, you know, like another drastic example, but Castlevania Simon's Quest, you stand with a specific stone and next to a wall.
Right.
And then, you have to wait for a tornado to show up, and that's how you progress in the game. It's like, what? How is that?
Yeah, I have that one, but I've never been able to get that far in it. You just have to put so much effort into it.
Yeah.
But what I need to do is just bite the bullet and write down the password and everything. That's what you did. You know, like to save your quest.
Just skip it and play the third game.
What is the third one?
It's better than the second one.
What's it
Then there's
called?
Super Castlevania 4, which is the best of the best.
Oh,
That's the Super Nintendo one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what was
Have
the one
that.
for what was the one for Genesis? Was that Bloodlines or Generations or something?
Bloodlines.
Okay.
Bloodlines. That was a fun. I beat that one back in the day.
Then there's Dracula X. I think that was Japan only, though.
Alright, so Dracula X was kind of a funny case. So it was originally Rondo of Blood for the TurboGrafx 16. Then it was Dracula X on the Super Nintendo. It's also part of the Castlevania Advanced Collection now, believe it or not. And then there was the PSP version, 3D-ish, the Dracula X Chronicles, and also a little bit less jank.
I'm stuck at a boss on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. There's a part where you have a fake Belmont, like good characters, but evil versions of them, which are just fake versions. But man, it's really unforgiving. There's probably some kind of item or something I need to have.
Like some other gimmick where you have to find out what his elemental weakness is.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves about this game. You have to scan before you can grapple lasso anything. I mean, you didn't have to do that in Prime 3. Why do you have to do it in this game? Or better yet, you scan one thing and then it's established, okay, you can grapple these things. You never have to worry about it again. But no, in this game you gotta scan everything. And then oftentimes you don't even know whether something's a grapple point or not. Just by looking at it, you try other things, you waste missiles, you waste bombs, and then you finally scan it, and then you're like, oh, I have to grapple this thing off. Like, for example, that massive truck with one of the mech parts. I didn't know what to do with that truck until I looked at it and I was like, oh wait, I have to grapple it. But it's just like, why do I need to grapple this massive truck? I really think Samus can pull that thing? Apparently she can, but man.
Whereas like in the other games, it's like the grapple queue already shows up for you. Or it's like, okay, you need to grapple it just because it's a weakness of an enemy. It's like, okay, that's understandable, but...
Right. But for literally everything else, it's like, it's so pointless. There's no reason for that.
Grievous.
I wish. No, General Grievous would not be a pushover or so annoyingly tanky like this.
General Kenobi!
Oh yeah, you remember what I said about recurring enemies? Yeah, I think this is probably like the third version of this robot. By the way, you can shoot its head.
I was trying to do like the Patton and Sarah Connor trick, but I forgot you can't ice it like that.
You can do a charge ice shot and it'll work kind of. Plus, I gotta say, the Lamorne have the pirates beat when it comes to technology, because those turrets are probably more dangerous than any of the pirate turrets. Or heck, even the Luminoth turrets don't hold a candle against those things.
Yeah, because I think, like, on hard mode, the Luminoth turrets took, like, what, 2 super missiles to bust?
Right. Whereas with these, oh my goodness, they took, like, 3. And then they did, like, half an E-tank with every shot, and it's like, oh my goodness.
I forgot there's a scan log around here. Ugh. Corner of the room. Oh, I'm missing one earlier. Oh, forget it. This is the second one. I think the first one's lying on a table somewhere around here, but I'm not bothering to look it up right now.
Yeah, I was watching YouTube a while ago, or something with an ad. I can't remember exactly where it was. And there was an ad for springtime. It's like, we're not there yet, guys. We have a while to go.
Yeah, they just want to prep.
Right. It's like
had an ad for next winter.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
It would be funny.
It's like how when Halloween ends, they're already advertising Christmas stuff. I mean, I get the marketing.
I can at least get behind that.
Because you do need a lot of preparation if you have a large family and stuff to get everyone gifts.
Alright, let's see who our next Marine is.
Identify yourself. You're Samus. There were dozens of higher priority
Mr.
targets
Red
back at
Velvet
base.
Cake
I
himself.
doubt Fed Command would post their best hunter to rescue duty. We are stranded. I've been trying to figure out a way out of this room. My problem is that boiler is putting off enough heat to turn me into casserole. I got a hunch these consoles are connected to it, but the encryption on them is beyond anything I've seen. Something tells me that's not an issue for you. Maybe we can turn the boiler off. I'd appreciate the assist. I'm Sergeant Ezra Duke, by the way. Pleasure to meet you, Samus.
I'm still gonna say this, though. One reason I still appreciate Fusion is whenever you're doing the main boiler meltdown arc, it's like, yeah, you just got ice missiles, you're experimenting with them, and I'm going, well, time to put it in action. And that's the thing about, like, natural progression with items, where I'm going, yeah, it's like, it's an exercise to use it, and it still flowed naturally.
Yeah, whereas in this game, you don't even use it. Like, you use it for like 1 or 2 puzzles for items, and that's pretty much it. You never freeze anything, ever.
Yeah, whereas like with ice
Actually,
missiles, it's like...
you do freeze the lava, but aside from that, no.
Something happened.
Oh, and you're freezing this too. Okay, there are a few instances.
Just shut off the heat.
I'm not gonna lie, I ended up getting whacked on this by accident because I keep forgetting that that ice beam was on X. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's what I get for playing Prime 1 a lot, and I'm going, yeah, it's like, why am I shooting this with the power beam and going, I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't really like the shots. It's like, okay, you remember that thing that we did in Prime 2 where we gave the player like beam ammo instead of having unlimited fire? Yeah, what if we made it worse by making it a separate missile?
I'm like, if they were so,
That was a good idea.
like, I don't know if they were just so like so averse or like, yeah, we don't want to copy all of Prime 2, where ironically I think copying Prime 2's format would have been the best thing to do here.
No, they wanted. The thing is, unfortunately, it was, I think the open world thing was Bandai Namco's original idea, and then they decided. And even though they said, "Oh, we decided to restart development from scratch," no, they didn't. Turns out that was a lie. So go the other way.
I'm trying to aim for that.
Yeah, I know, but if you go the other way, heck, you can even tank some of the fire and you'll be fine. You could honestly do this in a few seconds.
Yeah, I could. It's just also my gyroscope pointer is being a little bit finicky.
Oh, gotcha. There's a button to reset it.
I'm holding it right now.
You gotta be out of morph ball to do it.
That's also the thing where I'm going, it's like, I would prefer to just have, infrared aiming.
Temperature dropping.
You know what makes it even funnier is that Prime 3 didn't have this problem. At least not really.
Yeah, because it's like, one thing I do say for, light gun games is that, and I also had this problem when, like when you're playing House of the Dead Remake, and then it's like, it's like, oh, it's like, it's a highly maneuverable foe, and I'm going, do I really need to pedestal mount my Joy-Con?
Oh, I played the original Metroid on a multicade at a local bar, restaurant, arcade.
Interesting, wow.
Yeah, I didn't get that far. I got
I can't imagine you would.
I got like in the third room or something.
Yeah, play
I did
some
not.
instead.
Go on.
I'm just saying play some Zero Mission instead. It's a much better game than Nestroid. Contrary to what some people might say.
Armstrong, do you read?
There are purists out there that make no sense, like, oh, Nestroid is Bestroid, and it's like, no, it's not. It's
Hopefully the signal
It's
will
not.
probably one of the now.
Are you all right? Where are you?
Stuck. Not sure where, but
Or it's like me whenever I compare Wanderers from East to the Oath in Felghana. I mean, both have their differences, but it's like they're both unique experiences.
I should be. For now.
Hold tight. We'll find you.
Over and out.
That doesn't sound good. We need to find Armstrong. We good to rest?
I'll tell you, it was another really fun game. Galaga. I love that game. I might even buy the Namco Museum PlayStation game just to get some of those original ones.
Later installments have Galaga split into the OG version, and then there's also the 88, or if you're on TurboGrafx, the 90 version. The one that you deal with bosses and all of that.
Huh.
And in
Would you say it's better or just more complex?
I'd say a little bit more complex. I wouldn't say 88 or 90 is like completely better by any stretch. It's a still good experience, and it's still very worthwhile to play. But yeah, 88/90 has a little bit of a different vibe to how OG Galaga plays.
What's this, a door? Maybe we can open it together.
And now we're just talking about how good Namco used to be. How sad.
Yeah, it used to be awesome.
Bandai Namco.
I'll take the other. There we go. We've got hostiles. Strange.
Did they do
This button is off.
Pac-Man too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Mappy. Not Grievous. What that? No, that was Xevious. Dragon Spirits, Rolling Thunder, Time Crisis.
Nice. When do you think they really started dropping off, like, quality?
Bandai Namco.
The Bandai merger.
For what?
Though I will say this, though, more than half the time their voice acting was pretty shitty.
Can't see. My eyes is fogged up.
And yeah, some of the crew that did work on the original Tales of Fantasia, they broke off, going to formed Tri-Ace, going to Enix, and then that's how Star Ocean came to be.
On three. Three.
I still gotta finish. I need to sit down and play the Star Ocean installments on my own time. I think I stopped in the first one after it kind of got a little bit Moon Logic-ish, where you have to solve the problems of like multiple kingdoms at once. Yeah, that was with First Departure. I haven't touched Second Story yet. Everyone tells me like Second Story is like one of the best RPGs of the PS1 era.
PS1 era was pretty cool.
Why are all these bots offline?
I'm not saying the later stuff is not cool, it's just I know it a little bit more. Because I was actually buying games then. At a certain point I switched over to PC mainly.
I just find it crazy how we have a tolerable character,
I think
more
this
like
is
a
the
tolerable companion, and then it's immediately followed by the most annoying one of all of them. Though I will say the whole hold the lift thing was kind of annoying too. Because it's like, okay, I'm on the elevator, and you're just waiting for this guy to do a light jog toward. Oh my goodness!
Or it's like, did you guys not take notes from like Valve, or it's like, this is how you make a companion. Alex from Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2. It was like, that was the companion system done perfectly. Nice, tightly scripted, you know, she doesn't butt in too much and she's actually useful in combat. Whereas it's like, how to not make a companion, I would say like, almost damn near every other Bethesda game where it's like, Todd, what the hell have you been doing? You know what I'm still stuck on with the Force of Habit from Prime 1? And this extends to any version. Just icing it and shooting a missile right away. Why did they have to make it so freaking cumbersome here?
Right. For sure. You still technically can do that, but you have to constantly like switch between missiles and beams, and it's like
even Mega Man was a lot more graceful with this.
yeah. It's like, okay, quickly press the button and then do this now, and it's just like you got to do it super quickly, otherwise it defrosts. It's just like, come on. This is a Metroid game. How do you mess up freezing and missiling in a Metroid game?
I got a little bit further in my game today.
You did it.
I
Now let's go
added
find
health
Armstrong.
bars and for the enemy and the player. And I also added a health power up.
Yeah, otherwise I think now like modern Metroidvanias and the like start doing a little damage accumulation counter. Did Momodora do that, or is that Cave Story I'm thinking of? It was Cave Story.
Flying fly.
That's an electric clock. Well, I will say this though, the good news is that from this section on, I don't have to worry about scanning anything, so at least there's no... Oh crap, it's actually permanently missable scan lore-wise.
What do we have here? They're pouring green liquid into this container. Is this where all that muck was headed? Looks like we're going up.
And speaking of like all the other open world shenanigans,
What
yeah,
are they doing loading this thing with green energy?
Prox, tell me whenever you get around to playing the original Mass Effect. I don't care what version, but it doesn't have to be on air. But yeah, just let me know when you get around to it. I just want to know your thoughts on the exploration in that game.
I'm sure it'll be a lot better than this one.
More of those
A
bots.
lore sheet.
Some kind of
I
artillery.
don't know, maybe
shell.
I'll do it, maybe I won't, we'll see.
Yeah, I'd say Mass Effect 1, you could probably do the base story in less than 8 hours-ish, or maybe 10. If you're trying to do a bunch of the side stuff, I'd say easily about 20. If you try to listen to the whole dialogue, then I'd say it's about 30 to 40 because it's fully voiced.
I'm not gonna rush through it if
Yeah.
I play it.
Yeah.
There's no point in that. I kind of want to enjoy it, so...
Yeah. I'd say typically, like, going through the game, and then if you know all the dialogue, then you can just skip right off the bat. I'd say nearly 100%ing it is about 18 to 20 hours. 2 and 3 are kind of like that, too, where it's about 20 hours of exploration and action, and then the next 20 is all dialogue. Thankfully, you can skip the dialogue.
I wanted to play the Infamous series. I remember playing that when it first came out, and I was
Hold the lid.
really happy to see... I was really happy with what I saw in regards to the gameplay. Up, hold the lift. But at least he was close by, like...
I'm commanding.
Maybe also note to self,
What's wrong?
I'll probably do, like, Half-Life 2 again one of these days. But I gotta do like it properly, because the last time I did it was with M-Mod and not the proper 20th anniversary edition.
Also, you know what's kind of funny? Even though that gemstone is attached to Samus's helmet, it still causes her excruciating pain when it activates, and it's like... Okay, I mean, I get that the suit is supposed to be, like, organically...
Fused.
Attached. Well, I wouldn't say fused, more like attached, like to Samus. Like, I understand that aspect of it, but even so, it's like, why would she feel that much immense pain from that stone reacting? Unless it causes some strain on her brain, like, you know, to psychic power, like mental energy. I guess I could see that.
A psychic nose bleeding. Kind of like when Cameron Bale was bleeding at that one scene in Scanners.
Right.
And Kim kind of overloaded his head a bit.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. You know, since it involves the mind, I guess that works, but... I don't know, I just see it glowing from the helmet, and it's just like, okay, how is that going to cause me pain? But, yeah, I know.
I have to say, the graphics in this game are pretty nice.
They are. They
Art
did a
style's
phenomenal
nice,
job
but-
with the graphics in this game. And that's what makes this so sad, like, because, you know, the game looks gorgeous, and it could have had so much potential to be probably the best Metroid Prime game out there. No, they just haven't. And it has a lot of cool moments, too. Like, honestly, I know I complain about this game a lot, but it's not a bad game. It's just...
Relative to expectations and relative to the rest of the Prime series.
Exactly. Well, it's not just that, but honestly, it's just like, this game has so much potential, and if they just were a little bit more creative, they could have done some really cool things. But no, they refused. Like, they just didn't either think about it, or they just like, oh, whatever. Or maybe corporate came in and decided, no, you have to do it like this. But then the devs were probably like, no, this is stupid. But then the corporate was like, no, you have to do it. So could have been a number of things, but yeah.
Yeah, corporate messes things up. Then again, I'm sure there's
Well, like
certain
all the
times
time, corporate never makes good decisions. Movies or games. Oy.
Or I would say your shareholders are idiots.
That's also true, yeah. Because sometimes it's not corporate's fault. It's actually just, yeah, as you said, like shareholders, and then they have to appease them. It's like, oh, well, this has got to make money, so we need to target specific demographics, even though we really don't want to, because it's not going to work. And then they lose money, and it's like, oh, why did that happen? Like, I don't know. Have you guys learned? No.
Or what's that one meme? It's either the bicycle meme or what's that one I'm thinking of?
Fire in the hole!
The way the sergeant just uses his grenade launcher just reminds me of... One time I was playing this one Half-Life 1 mod. It's called Field Intensity. It's a really good one, and I gotta stream that one again. I've done it before, but I didn't really do it justice. Well, that and for some stupid sadist reason I want to do it on hard. But then again, Half-Life 1 on hard is nowhere near as painful as this. Nowhere. At least some of your companions aren't complete doofuses.
Right.
Or at least there's proper spacing and all that. Because I know, like in Field Intensity, some of your friendly guys do have M203 grenade launchers, but at least they give you enough. At least, you know, they'll shoot it, and yeah, because it also hurts you. It's like, at least they're nice enough to give you enough space before they launch it. And I was playing Black Mesa on hard mode earlier this week. I made it up to Lambda Core, and I'm just gonna say this for the record. I hate how they went the Half-Life 2 out and cut your M203s down from 10 to 3. Especially since in Half-Life 1 there's a lot of enemies where it's just like, can I just throw an M203 at this bow and just get it done with? Like, it's like I'm not gonna run up to him and try to do a freaking double shotgun blast. It's like, no. Especially like the Marines. They're like freaking replica from Fear levels of hard.
He's pumping green energy. I don't feel good about it.
If they cut it down to 5, I'm like, okay, I can tolerate that. Or if they made a quick grenade launching a little bit more tolerable, it's like, I know it's not Call of Duty, but it's like I would like to just throw a frag out there and get it over with.
I don't think this is the way.
This is not the way. It's not.
The way.
You also gotta remind me to do, sorry, Duke. Was it F-16 or MiG-29 where one of the campaigns is in Uganda? I gotta do another proper flight simulator session again. Or maybe do Free Space 2 Vanilla. I did it with one of the modern high poly packs, but you know, it helps to play vanilla every once in a blue moon.
It's
Not dying.
I've noticed that this that Duke has a constant pattern when it comes to his dialogue, and that's basically just like he's always talking about food. Like, for example, I'm gonna be turned into casserole, piece of cake, red velvet cake. Oh, have you ever tried nori and curry? That's in like one of his dialogues. I think there's other things that he mentions regarding food as well, and it's like, man, the guy loves his food. I mean, I don't blame him, but man, is that like all you talk about?
It's like, what are you, Coach from Left 4 Dead 2? No. Actually, Coach has the chocolate helicopters.
You guys know what pupusas are?
Yes, and I've had very bad ones in the past.
My brother cooked some good ones today, man. He had some guacamole with it. It was awesome. Have you ever had a good one?
Very broad. It just basically means like food in Hawaiian.
I'm thinking of the Mexican. They're like I don't know whether it's Mexican or South American, but they taste kind of like Hawaiian biscuits. Too. Oh, okay.
Hawaiian is probably the one that's the most known. Of course, they call like pupusa. They just call it papu, like pupus, and that could just mean anything. But I remember I had one thing. I think it was like breaded, like it looked like a chicken tender, but when I ate it, I was not pleasantly surprised. Because I'm like, oh, cool, it's like the breaded chicken. I'll have one of these. And I'm like, why does this taste like sauerkraut or something like that? It was like, oh, it's awful. And it was dry, too.
You guys like guacamole?
Yeah.
Do you make your own?
No.
I wish I could just ragdoll this guy off the bridge.
Yeah, that would be nice. Imagine using the grapple lasso more. Oh, here come the shields. But, yeah, event regarding what I was saying before with the enemy varieties. Yeah, this is pretty much everything. You have officially seen everything in regards to the Cybots now.
Oh no.
Yeah. These are all the Cybot variants. There's the shockwaves, there's these guys that fire things, there's the shield ones, the teleporter ones, and ones that just fly around and are annoying.
Or the ones that like to phase out of existence and make me wish I had a thermal X-ray or a
Yeah, the
transdimensional
teleporting
visor.
ones. Yeah, the teleporting ones.
I'm on it.
And then you have large variants and small variants and regular sized variants of the crawl tanks, basically. That's what I was calling them, because, you know, that's what they were called in Prime 3, or at least.
I mean, I
Then
can
you have,
understand
like,
back in the
like
day
the-
when you would have, like a golden axe, a lot of the enemies repeat, but they're just slightly different colors and have more health. But, I mean, that was the 16-bit era. They don't have any excuse now.
Yeah, especially for like
Right.
scaled enemies. Like, okay, you're playing on hard mode. Okay, they have like red goons now, or they have like a different color or like elite goons being the norm.
I mean, we have that in this game too. It's called Griever. They're called Grievers, Shren. Enemies that crawl around that do the same thing but look different.
Where's a shotgun
Yeah,
when I need
there's so
one?
many different versions of Shrens, and then there's like 20 Griever variants, and it's like,
Are these escape pods?
Even the pirates were a little bit more imaginative than this.
Wonder if they still work.
yeah, flying pirates.
Artillery like that. Just about knocked them out of the sky.
I still wish we had pirate. I mean, we have space pirates at the beginning, but then I guess they figured, oh, we don't. I'm sure gamers don't want to see pirates again. I'm like, come on, they would have added so much to this game's story.
It's like, they're stranded on the same planet we are.
Exactly. And to make matters, worse, well, the ending of this game, I'm not going to go into it, but yeah. Well, Event and Matt, let's just say that
you headed?
the ending is extremely disappointing.
It's below the cannon.
Sad to hear.
In order
Yeah.
to get there, we'll have to open the
We waited
access
18
gate and
years
go in.
for literally nothing.
To open the access gate, looks like we'll have to switch the facility into maintenance mode. Can you switch it to maintenance mode from here?
And it's crazy because this is supposed to be like the first arc, like the first
It isn't working.
episode of an arc,
Looks like we'll
basically.
have to do
So
it
there's going to be another trilogy, I'm guessing.
Let's disable the clamp.
At least that's
by
what they're
going
planning on
directly.
doing.
If we can disable both clamps.
But it's just like, how are you going to build upon this game? Like,
And the access gate
you basically
will open.
wrote yourselves
The
into a
device
corner.
we need is right next to Armstrong. Two birds, one stone. How do we get there? Ah, tram. Nice work. That's where we need to go. Armstrong.
And the whole
found
theme
a way
of
to your
like
location. Headed there now.
Copy that, Sarge. I'll be ready.
beyond is like time and space, apparently, according to the interview. So it's like, okay, does that get explored? A little bit, but not really.
Like, even Xenoblade did a better job than that. And it's like, that had the excuse of being a 300-hour RPG, but at least you knew, like, whenever you watch the cutscenes or it's like you see the entire plot boil together, it's like, okay, this is starting to make... Okay, all these cross-dimensional shenanigans are starting to make sense. Although I was a little bit pissed at the payoff in 3, because I'm like, damn it. Like, I wanted to see a little bit more of... It's like, oh, we mentioned everything about Klaus's experiment causing this entire dimensional kerfuffle, but I'm like, you guys didn't really go too far addressing it too much in 3's base plot or in Future Redeemed. I was kind of pissed at that. I'm like, ah.
Almost there, kid. ready when you are.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
That doesn't sound good.
You're gonna see G-Man soon.
Samus, what's going on?
Yeah, after this game is done, I was thinking about doing a Zelda installment, but yeah,
What kind of chemical is that? They're dispersing it
And then
into
you'll
the
find out
atmosphere.
that, oh wait, this game tried to be
Identify
Zelda.
Armstrong.
And Halo.
You know, now that I think about it, it's like I'm kind of waffling on what Zelda installment I want to do next, because I'm like, do I want to do OG Wind Waker or Twilight Princess next, or do I want to do the Oracle games back to back? I did Minish Cap on my own time, which, to be fair, I like it, but except for the bloody Kinstones where I'm like, damn it, just give me a green one, please.
That's how they exchange numbers back in the Zelda universe. Instead of, numbers, they exchange kinstones. Or if there was a girl you were really into, like, you would just ask them, hey, you wanna exchange some kinstones?
Yeah, or it's like the Postal Service in Wind Waker, or I mean, to be fair, it's like, yeah, I did enjoy Wind Waker way back when, but I forgot how the game plays now, and I'm not gonna lie, if you ask me to do Twilight Princess, I'm gonna spend 40 minutes like an idiot doing the statue puzzle that leads to the Master Sword. I'm that retarded.
I was about to say, that puzzle's not that bad. Once you know what to do, it's really not that bad. I know when I first did it, it was a nightmare to figure out, but eventually I did. And then it was like, oh, the solution was actually super obvious.
Yeah, or it's just making sure you don't have the statues collide with each other. Or what was that other problem I had in one of the other games I played? Wasn't the statue one? Oh, the slippy slidey ice puzzles. Just doing some of those in Tales and Symphonia, I'm going, yeah. All the slip and slides, I'm like, oh, great. And when you're doing like one of the escapes from, it's a place pretty late in the game, but it's like you have to climb down a tower, and a handful of those are just slide puzzles. Not the portrait slide puzzles, but it's like just those kinds of slippy slidey ice puzzles. I think there were like there were 2 of them in the Temple of Ice, or I think it was just one. And then maybe was it to get down to the tower? Because I would say like the part I was just going, it's like, yeah, I don't want to get out of here. I want to get the treasure first, then I can worry about getting out of here next. The 2 or 3? And when was the last time I played Tales of Symphonia? That was 8 years ago. I'm willing to do that game too. Although granted, because I'm already doing Trails, I'm going, do I really want to add another long-form RPG on my docket? Because for me, that takes about 40 to 50 hours to get to the main plot, and about 60 to 80, and then about 80 if I want to do a lot of the other side content. But I'm not doing the Switch or the Steam version. I'll just... I've kind of heard it's like the Steam version was kind of a mess at launch, and I don't know if Namco's ever bothered to fix those. And I've heard the Switch version was just an even messier implementation of the PS3 version. I'm going, yeah, it's like, If you want to play the OG version, then yeah, emu it on Dolphin. If you want all the stuff with the extended content, and if you want to play Dawn of the New World with standard controls rather than remote and nunchuck, then get the PS3 version. I remember back in 2014, back in college, we were talking about just how messy the Steam version of Tales from Symphonia was, and I kind of said what I said straight up, and one of the guys was like, wait a minute, like, there's a PS3 version at the store? I'm like, yeah, it's $30, and he's like, oh shit, I'll actually grab that. I didn't do it because I didn't have enough pocket change at the time to grab it. I'm like, ah, crap, why didn't I do that?
What do you guys think about $80 games? Man, I have to say that has to be one good game for me to. I don't have the money.
Yeah, Mario Kart World was $80 and it was not worth the $80.
Especially when 8 Deluxe already had like $80 worth of content.
Exactly. And here's the thing, I got it with the bundle for the Switch 2, so I didn't pay $80 for it technically. But at the same time, it's like, when I did play it, I'm like, okay, this is very lacking, and why is most of the...
It's an honor.
Why are most of the races intermissions, basically? Why can't we just do like 3-lap tracks? Why can't we choose between the two? No. It has to be either intermission or everyone has to pick one singular track, which is dumb. Though they recently added an update to where you can add whatever item you wanted, and it made unlocking everybody a lot easier. However, again, it's still watered down by the whole open world aspect. Like, Nintendo was obsessed with open world. Like, they're making every single franchise open world, and it's frustrating.
I need you with me, Patroller.
Yes, sir.
It's like,
We'll campus the
You can just keep playing the game indefinitely.
until it's like you realize just how thin and bare the world is. I'm like, I don't mind. And I've heard like Monolith Soft actually had a hand in developing Mario Kart World, but it's like, I don't mind doing that. Or it's like, if you're gonna do like big road circuits, or you're gonna do like cross-country road circuits like that, or it's like you're doing something like, or you're doing something like, I don't know, a cruising track.
Just don't do open world in a racing game. Like, come on. Like, that's the last thing. Racing is for courses. You know? And some of the mechanics I didn't really care for either, because you had to do like a charge jump to jump on the walls, and you know, it looks cool, but it's very stiff in my opinion. Like, you're holding down the button. You need to hold it for like 3 seconds before it jumps up, and it's like, okay. It's extremely cumbersome.
Enlighten me for a second. What was the format for Crash Team Racing or Diddy Kong Racing? Where it's like you can navigate the map, but that was more like a hub world per every level, right? It was one of those two games.
That was a hub, yes. That was a hub, and it was based off of a story. It wasn't just, oh yeah, just explore this area for no reason. It's like, okay. There was actually a point to it.
I'm good, Sarge.
Oh, you were saying something
Diddy
now?
Kong Racing did it right.
Okay. So it was Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get her autograph.
That's enough.
Nice. Lasso. Sarge, look. She's doing morphball.
Yes.
Oh, I wish my suit could do that.
The clamps! I forgot what that clamp bot's name in Futurama was. Like, you had the one who went, the clamps, and you went the one that was stabbing him.
Also, I didn't mention this, but worst character in the game, Armstrong. Nora Armstrong. Can't stand her. She talks way too much. And she just obsessively fangirls over Samus. And which, you know, At first, I was like, I kind of excused it because I'm like, okay, Samus is kind of a legend in her universe. But no, she just gets extremely obnoxious about it. It's like, look, she's doing this. Oh, hey, I want to help her. I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, you're just stop, Nora.
I'd rather just have the Delta Squad from Star Wars Republic Commando. It's like, at least they knew when to shop and keep it professional.
No way.
Exactly. And then Sarge is just trying to, like, keep her in line, and then she's just going off the rails on the crazy train, you know? It's just...
This automated train is inbound from level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs.
Samus, what
And
brought
then
you to
in
this
the area
facility anyway?
after this,
So
like,
super secret
you get,
mission.
like, character development, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean anything, and it's just like,
Whoa.
Even the other 3 hunters had a sense of development, or at least their characters were kind of fleshed out despite the relative,
Is this how we get home?
relatively low screen time they got.
I'd love to help you find them.
We,
exactly.
Private.
Sarge?
Well, if it's the only way off this rock. All right, I'm in. Keep your head on a swivel, kid. Who knows what else is out there?
Copy that, Sarge.
You know what would have been nice for the bloody hint system is that, you know, it's like rather than trying to talk to Miles, you could probably just have, like, you know, Duke or Nora tell you what's going on.
Or better yet, just don't have that at all.
Again, it's like I'm just thinking in terms of Metal Gear.
Or, you know, do what the first 2 Prime games did, where no dialogue, it just says incoming, you know, like seismic activity detected or something. The sensors indicate this happened or that happened, check it out or something.
Sarge, come on. I want to help.
And then in Prime 3, they had everyone tell you things, but at least in that case, it wasn't obnoxious, and they weren't spelling everything out for you either.
It's like,
Something.
you know, the Aurora units, it's like, yeah, it's like,
Machine on?
just do that, but I'm not gonna tell you how. Or it's like, here's everything,
Yeah,
I'll leave you alone.
exactly. You don't go through a couple of doors and then get called by the Aurora unit again saying, Samus, did you see this crack in the wall? You should investigate that. Samus, you see this morph ball tunnel? You should go through it.
Or it's like, oh, by the way, it's like, yeah, what you need to get over there, it's not on this planet, so check someplace else.
Which is fine. Again, I like that because it's like, okay, that prevents me from running around on this planet when it's not on this planet. It's like, okay, that's actually helpful to some degree.
And it's like, okay, I can read a map. It's like, okay, and I just got the plasma beam. What other places have an orange door that I haven't seen?
Right, exactly. You know, that's how Metroidvanias work.
Do you guys remember the days before MapQuest and Google Maps and everything?
I was very young during those days.
Well, were we at to read a paper map or print out the instructions?
Right.
Wait, wasn't that MapQuest though, where you printed out the instructions?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the paper map that's even before that.
Right.
You know, the most dangerous thing is that so many people that rely on Google Maps or whichever navigate Apple Maps. I mean, I'm saying I haven't done it too. I usually like to study maps before I go, study the area. But a lot of people in Atlanta they'll get to this part of the road called the downtown interchange. It goes right through the center of the city. And
Right.
there's like 3 different roads feeding into it, and they'll suddenly make a turnover to try to get into the main that they need to get in.
Where's that?
And it's like, guys, you might want to try to memorize. But see, what it is largely people from out of town. I mean, I
Exactly.
get.
Yeah, they're not used to the area, so yeah, that's going to happen. But yeah, and plus, again, nobody knows how to read a map. So yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, the truth is, I can't tell the difference between my ass and a hole in the ground. Or it's like that one scene in The Office where, was it Mike and Dwight who drove their car into a lake?
Almost. Still need to. What the?
Taking fire!
That's awesome. I don't remember that episode, honestly.
Do you remember that episode? That was fun.
Yeah, it was like Michael was trying to give gift baskets to people, and then
Yes.
that one.
More hits like that, and this thing will go down.
That was a good show.
Hang on!
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
catching it!
And then they even had an Office branch show, which was kind of funny too, but it wasn't as good.
Did you ever see the British one?
I just saw the main show.
Yeah, I didn't see the
British
Ricky
show.
Gervais version.
Brace for impact!
I heard the British show wasn't that good.
I'm surprised that, despite my best efforts to fail, we're only in like 70 minutes here.
Everyone okay? Armstrong, how you doing?
I'm fine. Samus?
I'm not dead yet, if that's what you're asking.
Looks like we're good. We should go before they come back.
It's like that one scene from Atlantis. Okay, everyone, who's not dead? You know, people give Atlantis like a bad rap, but it was a good movie. At least the first one was. The second one was kind of bad, but
We unless it's like the Toy Story trilogy, I kind of don't really count sequels.
right. The first movie was good.
What is your guys' favorite Star Wars movie?
Revenge of the Sith. You two guys waiting for an answer? We're thinking about it.
I'd have to say Empire Strikes Back for me.
I actually do have a copy of the Imperial March, but then again, it came with like some of the soundtracks for like Star Wars, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and the like. And yeah, sometimes I have that as, you know, an alarm song or a particular person's ringtone. I'm not going to name who, though.
Here comes that cruiser again.
Flying tin can!
Keep it up!
Got this, Samus.
Damn, my Euro trip really went bad. Oh, you're still alive? Or are you a robot?
Cruiser's down. It really messed up that door, though. We'll have to find another way inside.
It's right there. This is as far as we go, kid. It's up to Samus now. This whole facility's coming down. But we can stabilize it back at the control room. Buy you some time. You know what you need to do. Go get that key. And be quick about it, yeah?
Samus! We won't let you down.
How are you gonna operate it without the translator files? And this door is completely fried.
Samus, we're in the control room.
We'll get set up in here. See what we can do.
Where's the nearest save station here? Ah, damn it! Just another... Oh, right. You. Alright, I'm just gonna Sarah Connor this shit. Where's a shotgun when I need one? Or a pump, preferably one that's pump action. And in case you're wondering, no, I have not played the new Terminator 2 3. Was it the 2D game? I think it, what was that one? No Fate?
I don't know.
I think that's the one. Yeah, all I know is I've seen some of the failure compilations out of that. It's like, yeah, it's like, even when you fail some of the driving segments, it's like, yeah, the T-1000 takes a little bit step further. It's like, okay, I ran John Connor over with a truck, stab him just to be sure.
Okay, we found a way to access the emergency.
Might work, but everything locked down after the explosion.
Think positive, Sarge. We can do this. We have to.
Yeah, that's what the hint system should have done, at least to give you a direct line to Duke and Armstrong for this one. It's like, don't worry about us.
I've got trouble. Multiple
Yoshi, do you remember that X-Files episode where this guy had psychic powers and he would hang out at an arcade? If you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
That arcade looked so fun. It was like one of those with so many machines that there was like a narrow corridor between them. You know what I mean?
Alright, time to take on the major boss. We're only in this for 80 minutes. Of course, if I eat it during this boss, I'm like, oops. How did a Metroid fit inside of you, of all things? Oh. Okay. Let's turn off the psychic mode. Destroy all the Metroid polyps!
Travis, you better hurry. This facility isn't...
There's gotta be something we can do.
Use the boost to chase! I do wish the bike just self-destructed just to hurt him like that, but okay. What? I ducked that!
this one of those things where you're just inevitably gonna get some damage?
Wait, what?
Is it possible to get through this boss without getting damage?
It is.
Is
I'm
it-
just too stupid to do it right now, and you kind of know how much I'm a little bit prejudiced against this game, so it's like, I'm not gonna really care about doing like the best strats and the like, despite some of Prox's complaints, so yeah. If it was like any other Prime game, then I would actually give a little bit more of a shit, but unfortunately with Prime 4, I don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah, with a proper amount of dodging you can. It's just, I don't care. Besides, I lived. Does that count for something? Ooh, a proper grapple beam. Oh yeah, the giant fire breath attack, yeah. I could sidestep it. I could. It's just I was a little bit going, a flying fuck, so it's like, yeah, I ducked the first fire attacks. I'm like, why am I getting hurt from that? Alright. This time I get grapple nodes, and yeah, for all stupid intents and reasons, I'm going, wait. I can scan the grapple points before getting the grapple beam? What the hell? Prime 1 would not let you do that, because it would just tell you, yeah, we're sorry, your grapple beam got damaged in the beginning, so you can't use it. Or like, in Prime 2, it's like, yeah, your grapple beam got stolen, get it back and then we'll talk. But yeah, in all honesty though, and I hate to say this, yeah, I would rather just redo, like, Prime 1 and 2 on hard mode rather than go through this again. And I'm like, if you're gonna ask me to do this on hard mode, I'd rather do Black Mesa on hard mode before doing this on hard. It's like, I'll die plenty of times in Black Mesa on hard, but at least I'll have a little bit of extra fun doing it. Or at least, you know what Half-Life 1's tag motto is, right? Run, think, shoot, live.
Huh.
There's a fair amount of all four happening at once, even during the harder fights.
Yeah. I never went through that game completely. My youngest brother was really into it.
Yeah, I'm probably one to say this though, that I prefer playing Half-Life 1 over 2, and yeah, it's like, even with 2, I'm like, yeah, playing through M-Mod was one of the few ways that I actually did enjoy playing 2, but I don't know. It just feels like with 1, there's a little bit more thought towards every encounter you run across. It's like, some of it you might have to take with a little bit of a puzzling aspect. Other times it's like, okay, you actually have the tools to take on everything you need. You just have to be a little bit smart about it. Or like,
right.
You know, it's like, you should not go into Half-Life 1 just trying to be like a standard Doom or Quake style shooter where it's like, you can just machine gun everything to death. That is not how Half-Life operates. Especially in 1.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas like 2 kind of felt more like a diluted shooter, because I'm like, you don't get like a whole lot of enemy variety in 2 compared to 1. It's like, don't get me wrong, 2's set pieces and an atmospheric environmental storytelling are pretty damn good in its own right. But for me, it kind of feels like there's a little bit more thought that you have to apply for every fight in 1. Or at least, you know, you have all the tools you need, you just need to pick the best one for the job. And that's the one thing I like about Half-Life 1 the most. Because a lot of people, and a lot of first-time players, go through Zen, and although admittedly Half-Life 1 and Zen is kind of eh. It's like they go through the Zen chapters and they run out of ammo and they're going, ah, damn it. But at least, hey, it's like, Okay, you've dealt through a major boss fight. What do you have left? That's enough to get you to the ending. Just don't burn all your ammo like an idiot and you'll make it. Because, like, you know, after you deal with the Gonarch, you know, that giant headcrab queen testicle-looking thing, you know, it's like, what do you still have? It's like, you still got your crossbow, you still got your revolver, you still got all of your handheld explosives. That's enough for you to get through with. Although, yeah, Black Mesa's interpretation of Zen, I'm gonna save for a little bit of later. And don't get me wrong, the base Zen chapter is gorgeous. It's just the few later chapters I kind of take issue with, and let me talk about it when we're going through this part. Bart. Hello, Bart. Alright, we got a timed escape sequence. This whole place is gonna blow!
Samus, it's not looking too good up here.
Systems are failing. Fast. You're on your way.
Nah, that's too hot. Oh, there we are. Other than nearly getting clowned by the boss, well, I lived.
Nearly got clowned by the boss.
Yeah, I nearly got roasted by the fire breath.
Oh. Actually pretty simple to avoid if you know the pattern.
Well, yeah, because Evan asked me about this. I'm like at the point where I just stopped giving a fuck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I'm like, because I was doing the entire bit where I'm going, wait a minute, it's like, I can duck the first flame, it's like, why is that not counting?
It's not working. I can't fix this
I was
thing.
like, fine, let's just get through this.
I actually love how random hazards do so much damage to you. Like, oh, I got hit with a random jet of flame. Like in other games, it would have only taken like 20, but no, this one takes like 50.
Or it's like in Half-Life, I'm like, oh, I got an HEV suit. I'm like, that doesn't hurt as much. Or at least not as much as the toxic waste.
In this game, did the upgraded suits nullify any damage? Because from what I can tell, it really doesn't seem like
No. It's
yeah,
like,
I figured as much.
I don't think I've even seen a damage reduction modifier.
Samus!
Yeah,
I need your help.
which is weird because in every other Metroid game, it actually helps you tank things more when you upgrade your suit. But
You know, it's like
not in this game, apparently.
You know, like, you get the dark suit. It's like, okay, you cut your damage and dark ether exposure down and you take, like, I don't know, maybe like 25 to 33% less damage.
Lock in, Private.
The light suit, you're immune completely and you take even less damage.
Jar Jar, homie, my many man, quickly now, before the Separatists attack, and into the escape pod.
But if this is escape, then where's the pod?
If this I escaped, where's the pod? Where's the pod?
Samus! No! No! We can't just leave
There is no pod.
This'll make it out.
All the escape pods. Like, go to the next one. There's a no more escape pod for Misa. Misa gonna go bye-bye now. Okie day.
I feel like I want to go back in there and just get the next E-Tank and the other 2 ammo expansions down below, but I'm not sure if that's really worth my time right now. Or if I should just save it for the endgame sweep. I mean,
Save it for the endgame sweep.
I mean, yeah, I would like to not die for a few
You're
later
gonna have to go
fights.
back there anyway.
Hmm.
Not just for the items, but also for the mech part. So yeah, you might as well.
For a second, I thought the game crashed.
Yeah. Glad you said something, because it's still a black screen on my end. Okay. I thought something happened to the screen.
Alright, this is a mono-directional spinner, not a bi-directional spinner. So stupid.
You know, it's kind of crazy. It's like, okay, yeah, you need to use the boost ball to activate the spinner. Or this kinetic orb cannon. But, like, it really doesn't serve a purpose. It might as well just be a kinetic orb cannon. I mean, okay, there's an item there. I guess it's fine. If you need to lock it behind something, whatever, but I don't know. I feel like we need more kinetic orb cannons in this game. Because I believe we run into, like, the second one out of, like, 3.
What was the 50% green energy perk? Was that just faster control beam?
It was faster control. Yeah, it was faster control beam.
Alright.
It's the first one. Is just the expanded power beam.
Yeah, because I do prefer having Psycho Beam +1, because I'm going, yeah, I would like to shoot things faster with just a regular power beam.
You know what's really dumb about the pointing controls? They make the control beam exclusively pointer if you set it to that. Which is stupid. It's like, whereas if you play handheld, you can use the control stick and lock on, and it's so much better. But no, in this game, it's exclusively motion controls, and it's dumb.
I mean,
If
I
you
could go
decide
for
that
the... I could go for the next progression piece right now because it's only just one item, but I think I'd rather just save that for later. I am done with this. What now, Miles?
You found another key. Only one left. If you're wondering where to go, take a look at the map.
You found another key.
Yeah, maybe you should just have a little tone where it's going, hey, maybe at this rate we can go home. Make the dialogue a little bit less condescending than that.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, you know, Miles really doesn't say anything. It's just like, just says, just don't forget to look at your map. It's like, okay, can you say something other than telling me what to do? I've explored planets, planet after planet, alone, without you. You don't need to tell me how to do my thing, you know? It's like...
It's like I've been through more hostile worlds than this.
This one's, quite frankly, pretty tame compared to the other ones that she's been through.
It's like she's fought ghosts, she's fought dark eldritch beings and possessed dark eldritch beings. She's fought the Blob. She's fought a clone copy of herself.
Yep, covered twice. Well, at this point, only once, but yeah. It's supposed to take place after Super, which doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
I'll worry about the crystals later. Besides, it's a lot easier for me to just get the electric beam and then just solve the puzzles and just... There's a big treasure hoard in the shrines anyway, but I'm like... Again, to your point, it's like, I'd rather have like a few more racing circuits, or, you know, your suggestion, do Fury Green, but then the tree ends up... But it's like, you go up the tree goes up to the tower, and then instead of Soul Valley, you could have like the surrounding areas have their own Ring Around the Rosie driving segments. Like, okay, like the volcano, like, I don't mind like a flaming archipelago or the ice belt, you know, it's like, let's go island hopping through deep frozen waters. Maybe like, or like the mines, it's like, okay, what are all these nasty green toxic waste streams of green energy doing here?
You know what would have been even better? If, you know, you had the tree as the hub, and you kind of go the Impact Crater route where, you know, the place where Silex is, it has like a force field. But it's in an area that's close to the tree or something like that, I don't know. Or, better yet, just have like a pirate base and have the pirate base be the final area. Like they built some kind of stronghold and they took control of some of the Lemorn tech, or they used it. Instead of just this boring tower that you climb up, it's like... And then, you know, he could be in control of the teleporter for a bit, you know?
I can't say...
But he's kind of in a military position where he's guarding it, but he doesn't have the keys. So, but he's like, okay, I can't get the keys, Samus can, but I can at least stop her from getting out of here, you know?
Like just guarding the door, and he's like, you know what,
exactly.
It's like, I'll grab the keys, you're not going home, I am.
Exactly. That would have been so much better. They should have had us write this.
Well, sometimes we learn from the best. As much as I like to get the next progression piece right now, like, I know it's only been like 100 minutes, but I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't care anymore.
Oh yeah, that particular area is really annoying. I don't blame you. I usually take a break after Flare Pool myself. It's probably one of my least favorite areas in the game.
Yeah, because it's like, as we mentioned, it's like, there's no good set pieces.
It's not even that. It's just a straight shot down, and you're also introduced to one of the most annoying characters in the game.
Maybe one of these days, or maybe sometime down the line when I'm done, I'll do like a couple of Tales installments on air. Yeah, maybe Symphonia and Vesperia. But for now, you know what? Let's go to a proper open world. I got time for this.
Have you worked on your game anymore?
Yeah, we're still, yeah. Gonna be a long time coming before it's done now. Probably years down the line.
Yeah, I understand. Eventually, I'm gonna try to find someone just on some of the Discords I'm on to help with modeling for me, because that's probably my weakest area.
Yeah, for sure. It's also one of the most time-consuming things. And you need a team. You can't do it on your own.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I can do the programming because I'm learning that. And I can do a lot of the level design, but the animation and modeling, that might be beyond me.
Yeah. Most likely.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw you guys through the opening cutscene. I'm just gonna turn the dialogue off on stream, and then we'll catch you guys on the other side. What the hell is wrong with this controller? Although, granted, I think this controller is pretty much almost on death's door. Bloody sh.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the white whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Alright, let me just pick one of the preloaded ones I have. I made 5 of them. I beat the game with 1 of them, so I'm not going to reuse the same one. And one of them I still need to tweak because I'm just not satisfied with it yet. This was the one I beat the game with on my own time.
Does being male or female cause any dialogue changes in this game?
Not so much. A lot of the dialogue is gender neutral, and your main character doesn't speak in cutscenes. Yeah, some of your standard voice actors. One of the leads from OG Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh, the guy who played Adol is in this too. Fine. Okay, we're good. Alright, more cutscenes, and then we'll be back with the action proper.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right? Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
Let's see if I can find any treasures around here.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Alright, hit it.
Open fire! Now!
Target in sight! Shadow strike! Enemy destroyed!
Flame
Move in and
grenade!
strike! You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Oh, sweet. Alright. Let's get some treasure, shall we?
Sky's the limit with me. The early bird smashes the world.
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer! Oopsie daisy! Fire away.
Scream edge.
Ah, just a trash knife. Get out of here with that.
The early bird smashes the
my
world. That one was a beauty. Don't let up.
Ah, he let that on too soon.
Flame grenade. Are you kidding? Look at all this Kalunga. Shoot it. Hang in there. We've got a way to go.
We got him. Let's move.
Alright, where to next? Oh, right. Another treasure I want to get. This one? Yes.
As long as they're coming to us. Open fire! Now!
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer!
What?
Flame grenade! Chrome armor.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Slide slinger. Scream edge.
We win!
We got him. Let's move.
Alright, next up. Or, you know what?
The early bird smashes
Now
the
it's
world!
my turn. Slide
Hammer! Flame! Are you kidding? Who's
Scream edge.
Just shoot it! I'm feeling Yay! We win!
Nice work.
Okay.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
And thus we are all connected through the great circle of life.
Have you ever gone the low road?
Oh, diving down there? Not really. Mostly because I'm like, I kind of don't trust myself to hit things that are about a few levels above me for the moment. And yeah, it's like, later on, it's like...
I can feel myself getting stronger.
There's a couple of extra tools that'll help me, you know, deal with things a little bit faster, or help me punch above my weight a little bit, but I'm not gonna push my luck this early in the game.
The early bird smashes the worm. Assault hammer! Oopsie daisy! Target fire! Now we're in business. Yay! We win! We've got the first strike! Now take it in close! My turn! Enemy destroyed! Move in and strike! Grenade! Slide now! Melee attacks! When I hit hard! Now we're in business! Take the attacks to them! Work.
Yeah, I definitely want to go part busting a lot more, but yeah, let me not deal with that just yet. Large foes aren't exactly my cup of tea right about now. Can I dive down for some treasure? Oh, absolutely. Oh, a camp. Nice. I grab what's over here. Yes, I can. Yeah, foes in yellow, yeah, you can't... It's like, yeah, I can try to take them on, but I have to have a real good plan of what I'm doing. Ah, okay. Correct mech or two. Okay. Unfortunately, if you're going to be asking, it's like, when do I get to pilot a mech? I'd say about halfway through the game.
Okay.
But I will say this, though, mecha combat in this game is pretty freaking fun. Yeah, okay. Maybe that was a little bit too much for me. Forget it.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The White Whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the West Gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready? Didn't have to be like this.
The early bird smashes the
Now
worm!
it's my turn!
Assault hammer! Oopsie daisy! Fire away!
Target in sight! Now, melee attacks!
When I hit hard.
Ah, damn it, that was the wrong angle.
Upper hand!
Are you kidding? Who built this clunker? Shoot it!
Out top!
I'm okay.
That's true on any fight. Shadow strike!
Chrome armor. That one is a beauty.
Now,
Don't let up now, your business. Take the attacks to them. Chrome armor.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
It's Elma Fudd. She hunting wabbits.
Such a colorful world, isn't it?
Yeah. Not just a shade of brown.
And a proper day-night cycle.
Oh my goodness. Imagine if that... Yeah, imagine if Prime 4 had a day-night cycle.
Or a day-night cycle with proper variable weather effects.
Yeah. It's like, if you're gonna do open world, at least do it right, but at the same time, Metroid should not be open world at all. So, honestly, I hope they never attempt anything like this again. But knowing Nintendo, they probably will.
They'll double down.
Exactly.
I forgot how much louder Xenoblade Chronicles X is compared to Prime 4, so probably dip down the volume a little bit later down the line. I can do that here right now. Let's do 75%.
Like, honestly, that's every company's mentality these days. Oh, you don't like it? Well, too bad. You're the problem. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Okay, then you won't get my money anymore. Please, fans, come back! No? Sorry. It's like Star Wars, Marvel, Star Trek with their new awful show.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I was gonna say Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too. $60. It's like, there's no way I'm paying that.
No, I'd rather be chased by a guy harassing me with a tuba and I'll pay him $60 to go away, but I'm not paying $60 for trash.
Oh, sorry. What about Star Trek? I just watched back. I just walked back. What about Star Trek?
The Starfleet Academy series.
Starfleet Academy.
Oh, that. Okay. Well, technically, there already is a Starfleet Academy series. It's called Starfleet Academy on Windows 95. It has full motion video cutscenes. Isn't that serious enough for you?
Exactly.
And that's the game that got me into Star Trek as a kid. That was literally the first Star Trek thing I consumed before I watched any of the shows or movies. That's my first experience.
Would have thought that there'd be something worse than Picard. And
Season 3 was passable, but unfortunately, I'm just gonna cut through the bullshit and say, and Star Trek as a TV franchise, it ended when Enterprise went off the air. There, I said it. Maybe the books are a good continuation, but beyond that, yeah, no.
Classic Star Trek was great before J.J. Abrams came and ruined it.
Turned into Mission Impossible in outer space, basically. Has anyone seen Voyager here? I'm just curious.
Not
I've seen a few episodes.
Not consistently. When it was on H&I, then yeah, but but the fact that it was like on at like 11 o'clock right after DS9, I'm going.
I think Voyager was a solid show. I don't think it's Deep Space Nine level great, but it's still a solid show. I mean, the premise of being, you know, sent 70,000 light years from home and having to get all the way back, and they're probably not gonna make it because they'll be too old. Yeah, that's a very great premise for a story, you know. I guess you're more into DS9, TNG, Yosh.
You could arguably say that. Although, yeah, I do sometimes make the effort to try to stay up for Enterprise, but I kind of stopped. Or otherwise, it was like another Rabbit Ear substation was playing the X-Files late at night. I don't think they do. I don't think Comet does that anymore, where they put X-Files on late at night. I think they moved it onto their weekend slots, but I don't think it's on their late night slots. I'll check again, but...
Do you have DirecTV or cable, Yoshi?
No, I don't have paid digital.
Okay. I don't either. I don't even have a TV. Yeah.
Well, we have TV. Well, I have a TV. I just don't have TV because strong winds blew off the antenna, and well, it didn't really blow the antenna clean off, but it kind of fell, and the supporting mechanism on it broke. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because we never really had cable or anything like that. And there's nothing good on TV anyway, so it's no loss. If we want to watch something, we'll just put the DVD on.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago, ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From political aide to Director General in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be Emperor by next month.
and a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for Best Ass Kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
It should be called San Angeles.
Unfortunately, one colonist ship per city.
Ah, the cities merged, you know? San Francisco and Los Angeles merged, and now they're San Angeles.
And meanwhile, at the time, it's like Earth's San Francisco is still the only non-French location to be listed on the top 10 worst places to live in the galaxy.
Pretty much.
Hey.
You been up to San Francisco, Yoshi? I mean, Bronx?
Once. I was very young. Haven't been since. Have no desire to go there.
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Sir! Here's what I know. Sir! Intel is sparse, but...
Well,
Whatever.
Working hard? Ah. Working hard? Wonderful.
Hey! What? Well... What? Ugh.
Yeah, basically these two terminals you can allow to shop, you know, get some armor pieces and the like. Of course, whatever you find in the field is usually better. Usually. Although there are some times where I had to be very build specific to kill a particular boss or a monster, and I'm like, thanks, I hate it. But, yeah. That's what happens. This terminal here allows me to upgrade arms dealers. We'll get a lot more as we go along. And we can get better equipment on the way. Otherwise, it's pretty much just salvage.
Oh.
Sup?
Aren't you? Uh-huh.
How goes? Alien freaks. Really?
And yes, foot traffic with mechs, that's completely normal.
Yes?
Pretty soon we're gonna see Radek DFAing someone.
Reminds me of a time like, I want to say like maybe, damn, I want to say it was like 2007 or something, and we're old now, where, you know, we all tried to be in elementals and someone piloted a dire wolf.
Sir!
That was not 2007, I'll tell you that.
I appreciate it.
Yes, I remember that.
It was either like between 2007 and 2009.
Because I remember we did that again. It was on Tanaka.
Yep.
What is it?
We were all elementals, and Radek was the dire wolf, and he kept stomping on us.
How's it going? Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it may be a little bit easier on mercs, but then again, if we're all piloting Inner Sphere battle armor, well, those get, even a regular
Here's the
SRM
thing.
will sneeze on them.
Well, in mercs, you get machine gun you get a machine gun build, or you have a flamer build.
Okay, listen carefully.
And you can't hit
Perk
them.
is fun, it's just so buggy.
That's my biggest issue with it. It just
Yeah.
crashes so much.
And it gives me screeching ear problems
Oh yeah.
when it
Not
crashes.
to mention epileptics will have a hard time when
Working
people
hard?
shoot too many missiles at once.
Or the entire Flamer scoreboard clusterfuck.
Well, I feel like with flamers, like, that's kind of not really on their part, but yeah. It's just a matter of just jetting away and maintaining your heat. Or better yet, having weapons that don't expel any heat.
What's wrong?
The missiles generally do.
Or being sure you turn off auto eject so you know it's like even though you have case you still need it to kick out.
Yeah.
Because I'm like going, oh
That's
crap,
the
all my
very
machine
first
gun
thing I
ammo's
always
cooking.
forget to do. I don't
What
like
do you
how it's
guys
on
think-
the default.
Go on, Brox, I'm sorry.
Oh, I said I don't like how it's on how it's that's the default in Mercs.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Ms. Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin? It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension,
We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley. So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Hey!
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part? I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the east gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Well, I am gonna stop here because I think at this point it's like I'm gonna have our doubleheader bonus coverage exceed my main game for tonight. So yeah, let's call it quits for now, shall we? Already a nice 90 minute split. So what do you guys think about this game so far? Well,
Looks pretty cool. Looks fun.
Yeah, it picks up a lot. It picks up a lot later, and yeah, if I ever get around to committing to this game, yeah, just a little FYI, it's not going to be full LP coverage, and the things off the mission board are mostly side quests that help me get either some good stuff or costume unlocks. And yeah, I do want to change costumes a little bit further down the line. Especially a big bunch of the fun casual wear. But yeah, it's not just the greenery. If I ever get around to this, there's going to be a lot better and a lot bigger of a wider world. So it's like plains, jungle, a proper desert, or at least a desert that doesn't suck. I don't know what I'd call the Middle North segment more. I don't want to say it's a snowy area, but it's more like... You could call it snowy-ish, but that's kind of a misnomer. And, of course, a volcanic region that actually has proper set-piece design. Yeah, it's only been, what, just the first 2 chapters, which is all just exposition, but yeah, once it picks up, it really picks up.
I'm sorry I haven't been talking as much, I'm just kind of tired.
Yeah, don't worry about it, but... Yeah, so, I'll pick this up again in maybe 2 weeks, or at least as another bonus coverage segment, but let's just see how much I get worn out doing some more Prime 4, but honestly though, yeah, next week I'm gonna hop back onto Starlink.
Cool.
But yeah, this is a beautiful world, isn't it?
It really is. What's the max level in this game? The character.
I honestly haven't hit the cap, but I know the strongest monster in the game is level 99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in other installments, you might see something ridiculous, like maybe 105 to 120, but yeah, it's close to 99 in this one. I might be wrong though, and no, I have not played the online bracket of this game, so if there's any online specific shenanigans, I would not know about them.
I'm gonna head on out, man.
Alright.
It's been nice hanging with you.
Yeah, well, thank you. And, well, it's closing time. Last call. Alright, I guess there's no last call in this case. But yeah, if it wasn't very obvious in the last... Sorry.
Oh, nothing, I was just coughing.
Alright. You'd be thinking one of them would just deploy the relic outright to destroy Earth, but... But yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why I picked these two games to run side by side. Alright, well... some more closing time remarks for me since it is closing time. I will be doing Trails of Cold Steel 3 tomorrow, but given that there's an impending major snowstorm anticipated to be in my area tomorrow night, I am moving that up to the afternoon. No episode Sunday. If the weather clears up, then I'll be back Tuesday with more Trails, and then we'll do more of Prime for Friday. It's really just two progression pieces that I kind of want to do, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Yes, honestly though, I could probably yeah, next major upgrade, and then finding one more of the crew after that, and actually I could clean out Ice Belt right then and there. So yeah. Hey, you can tell why I picked some of these games. I'm going, it's like, we already have a template, or at least we've seen so much in terms of potential, in terms of mistakes, in terms of lessons learned. It just pisses me off. Well, Matt, any last remarks before I decide to cut the feed?
As far as what I'm gonna do, if I'm feeling up for it, I'll do more Star Trek Armada 2 tomorrow. Then Sunday Super C. So that's kind of what I got going on. My next Star Wars game, now I'm done with Force Unleashed 2. I'm thinking of doing Star Wars Rogue Squadron Rebel Strike sometime next week. So
cool.
That's kind of what I got my sights on. Have you ever played Rebel Strike? I know you played Rogueler. I'm just not sure about Rebel Strike.
I haven't touched Rebel Strike. Rebel Strike's the one with ground combat as well, right?
Yeah, that's correct. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that they have that. I guess they're just like, let's try to do this Star Wars Battlefront style or something a little bit, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Is it like Star Fox Assault levels of awkward? Because I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't stand Assault for whatever reason.
I probably have to. I never really full blown played Star Fox Assault, to be honest. I never really got to it on foot, so maybe once I get Star Fox Assault, once I get something in with that, I'll let you know if I see a very stark comparison there. I'll let you know.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not like Star Fox Assault's controls for whatever reason. I'm like, why is there only one button to roll and why is a shoulder button to brake? I'm going, oh, you guys
We're talking about both aerial and on the ground, right?
Yeah, well, aerial as well.
Okay, so just the whole experience was just like, yeah, the controls are not what they should be for a a comprehensible, intuitive experience, yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, it's like, I've already played, 64 a lot. I played Adventures a fair chunk, or at least the R-Wing segment for Adventures still made sense. But yeah, I just could not get into Assault's controls for whatever reason. I just could not.
Yeah. I'll stream Assault at some point once my my any game slot's freed up, so I'll definitely maybe sometime this year I'll give it a whirl, actually play it the whole way through.
Yeah. As far as like anything after Prime 4 goes, I mean, for shits and giggles, I might do Black Mesa on hard mode and then properly play the 20th anniversary version of Half-Life 2. Yeah, because I've done some non-20th anniversary versions, such as regular version, or at least the pre-20th, the update. Then I played it through MMod, but I have not played it with the 20th anniversary version proper. So, yeah, that. And maybe do Black Mesa on hard because I'm a masochist or I just hate myself. I mean, yeah. Do remind me, though, before we hit one of the later dungeons, I have to get a couple of bits from both Black Mesa and something from Half-Life 2. I kind of need to get those ready for down the line. It's not what you think. It's a little bit more shallower than that, but yeah, I just need to get those bits ready for 2 weeks from now. Actually, now that I think about it, oh god, yeah, Starlink next week may be a little bit palatable because I can just explore one planet, or we can do like the next major progression piece there. But I don't know if I'm going to the dungeon I think I am in 2 weeks. I'm not sure if Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be enough of a palate cleanser, or whether it's going to be a short enough palate cleanser. That's kind of my fear at the moment, but we'll just play it by ear. Or I might just do the second chapter, what the hell. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to say, if I'm just going to get more pissy playing Prime 2 further down the line, sorry, Prime 4 down the line, I'll just do 1 and 2 again. I'm like, why the hell not? I mean, I still got the remote and nunchucks, so... or I could do the Wii version of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I could consider that. I got options. But yeah, I kind of didn't really think further ahead about other titles that I wanted to tackle. I mean, I do have one more that I wanted to tackle in the pipeline, but that's not a Friday episode thing. But rambling aside, I am DONE done for now, so well, Matt, thanks for coming by, and I forgot to thank the others.
Sure thing, man.
I forgot to thank the others for coming by too. But yeah. Yeah, do remind me one of these days to stop being lazy and try to finish Star Fox Adventures if Dolphin doesn't scream at me every 5 minutes.
Or maybe get a GameCube from your folks and do the setup I do. Maybe, I don't know. But you do you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, maybe before I decide to move out of Washington. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's yeah, definitely at some point give it a test run to see if your virtual Dolphin can emulate it. Have you really looked up what emulators can really run it very smoothly, like without breaking at certain parts? Like, I think it said like when you're going after the two guys down the ice course up top of the mountain.
Yeah, there's something really choky. There's something really choky going on, but I have to figure out what the problems are further down the line, because I don't think it was just Star Fox Adventures. There might be another game or two it hasn't been acting nice with, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other games I want to revisit as well, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the stomach to do Phantasy Star Portable 2 again. I mean, I want to do a revisit, and I feel like that I want to do it right, and probably do the Infinite episode as well, but I don't know. There were just some things I just did not agree with on a balancing perspective. That's just my gripe. Because it's the sort of bullshit that kind of forces you to build log, but you don't know exactly what build you're supposed to do until after you've done the mission. It's stupid, I know.
I'd love to see you try out Star Wars Racer's Revenge if you're looking for a Star Wars game to do. Do you have a PlayStation 2 emulator?
It's not that stable, unfortunately, but let's save more of that discussion off the air. I really want to cut the feed now.
Sure, no problem. Sure, no problem.
All right. Yeah. While Matt and I are discussing emus and doing a bunch of other fun stuff, well, don't worry. We'll be back next week. There's much more bitching and complaining I have about Metroid Prime 4. And don't get me wrong, I don't nag just for the sake of nagging. It's just that, there's been a lot of anticipation going, oh, we're actually going to get a 4th installment. Just when? And then, we paid money for that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't tell me. Yeah, it's like, it's not out of pure vitriol. It's just, out of regret and disappointment. It's like, I don't hate just for the sake of hating. It's just that, customers have expectations too, or end users have expectations too. Sometimes I wonder if I just set myself up for failure for having my expectations be a little bit too high. But, yeah. Just don't wallow in it. So, I am D.O.N.E. done for now, so I'm done rambling. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everybody.
Keep it real.
And don't let keeping it real go wrong.
It'll hit you in the ass along the way out if you let it.